Welcome to Icelandic Formula Offroad. We are here in Egilsstadir for the second event held here in the eastern part of Iceland. This is round 4 of 5 of the Icelandic Championship. Egilsstadir, staple of the calendar, has been for years. A popular event with a lot of steep final climbs. Let's look at the standings before this event. Skúli Kristjánsson leads the championship with 65 points. Gerrit Grímsson second, Ingvar Jónasson third, Finnur Abjörnsson fourth, Guðlaugur sits fifth, and Þór Þormar in sixth. There were 22 cars entered in the event. Lots of action to cover, so we go straight into track 1. This is Skúli Kristjánsson driving Simba. Track pretty basic one. There's a bit of a side slope here at the start, but then a big steep final climb with an Egilsstadir trademark. Skúli going for the final climb. Hesitates, backs out, decides not to go for it for some reason. 230 points total, no penalty points for Skúli. Next up we have Atli Jamil driving the Raptor. Up some penalty points there. And again here probably that should be 40 penalty points by now for the final gate. Will he get through it? No, he does not. 250 for length, 40 penalty points, so that's 210 for Atli Jamil. Now this is Fjölnir Guðmundsson driving Eva. Lots of penalty points there, but that's a roll. 210 for length, 60 penalty points, 150 total. Clumsy for the Eva team. Now Bjartur Eliasson driving Olsen. Local drivers, new cars this year, identical cars in the Olsen team. Did well on day number 1. What does he do here? Big jump! Oh, that landing might have been a bit tough on the car, but it seems to be alright. 250 for length and 20 penalty points. Now Þór Þormar Pálsson. Disappointing year so far for the Northerner. A big jump from Þór Þormar. Oh, and that turns into a bad roll. 250 for length, 20 penalty points, 230 total for Þór Þormar. But the car might have taken big hit there. Now Gerrit Grímsson driving the Sledgehammer. Decides to do a similar route to Skúli. 230 and 20 penalty points. This is Finnur Abjörnsson. Final climb. 250 for length. Finnur won the event here in Egilsstadir the day before. Now this is Ingvar Jónasson. He also did well. 250 points for length there, but a big roll and 20 penalty points. A lot of rolls here in the first track. But Ingvar is fine, and the car seems to be as well. No one made it up that climb, so most of the top drivers had similar scores. We move over to track number 2. This is a time attack. It's the same time attack as in the first event, except it's run in reverse. Ingvar Jóhannesson was quickest and takes the lead of the event. Now, after 2 tracks, let's look at the standings. Ingvar Jónasson leads Skúli Kristjánsson. Finnur Abjörnsson sits in 3rd and Þór Þormar Pálsson in 4th. Equal points to Andri Már Sveinsson. Þórður Atli Guðnason driving the Spade in 6th. Now the burgers and the bacon. There's a lunch break before track number 3, and Þór Þormar Pálsson goes first. Almost doesn't make it there. Now he needs to make a left U-turn here at the bottom. Oh no, look at that. Look at the front wheel there. It's not stuck anymore. Þór Þormar not feeling it yet. But that wheel did not want to continue. That's only 190 points for length for Þór Þormar. 80 penalty points. And well, somehow the hood needs to get back. A bad season gets worse for the former champion. Now this is Daniel Ingimundarson. Doesn't make it up top there. That's going to be the end of his run. 80 points total. Now Páll Skjóldal, this is the final climb. He's finished the first part of the track, got a couple of penalty points. Big jump from Páll Skjóldal, doesn't make it, he needed some gas there, up at the top. But that's not sending him into a roll. 250 for length, 60 penalty points, that's 190 total. Now, Finnur Abjason, he got an impressive win on day number 1, and the big climbs were where he was really shining. What does he do here? Tries a different route. Doesn't work out. 240 for length, 60 penalty points. A decent try, but only 180 points to take for it. Now, Ingvar Jóhannesson. Nicely done. Gets it up there. Can he crawl through? Yes, he does. 350 for length, 100 penalty points. So 250 total. Next up, Pétur Viðarsson. Oh, a big jump and an even bigger roll. But he drives away like nothing happened. 240 for length, 80 penalty points. It's 160 total. Now, can anyone follow Ingvar up top? Next to try, Jón Reynir Andrésson. This is the Thunderbolt. Hefty penalty points there. Just lays it up. 250 for length, 80 penalty points, 170 points total. Now, Andri Már Sveinsson, an impressive debut season for the Cowboy. What can he do here? Nicely done, up top, no penalty points in the final gate. That's 350 for length, only 60 penalty points, 290 total. That's the best score we've seen so far. Now, Arne Ingi Svansson. Oh, something broke there. That did not sound nice. Something in the drive shaft or drive line. So that's only 120 points for length. Now, Lulu is simply, this is Olsen, this is the second car. We haven't seen him before today. Taps a marker there, that's 20 penalty points. Will he go for the climb? Bit hesitant there on the gas. Was gonna try it though. This was not only him well, placing the car as high as possible, but a bit of hesitation there. It's gonna cost him. That's 250 for length, 20 penalty points, so a decent score nonetheless. Now Finnur Bárðarson, this is the Rock. That car, maybe not fully equipped like some of the top machinery. And that's a roll, 240 for length, 100 penalty points, so only 140 points total. Now Skúli Kristjánsson, the championship leader, takes the lead here with a fantastic drive. 350 for length and only 30 penalty points. Now Atli Amel, can he follow? Yes, he can. Nicely done. Lands it there on the front wheels. Gets 40 penalty points there, so that's 310 points total. The drivers seem to have found the right way up. What does Fjölnir do? He does not do the right way up. It does not send it into a roll this time. 240 for length, 20 penalty points, 220 total. Þórður Atli Guðnýjarson was sitting in 6th before this track. Could move up with a good drive here. Car gets bounced right there, right when he's launching into the climb. And that's an instant roll. 240 for length, 40 penalty points, 200 total. Now Grímur Helgason. Can Brjála do? Find reverse. He doesn't find reverse. And that's gonna end in a small roll. 240 for length, 90 penalty points. So 150 total. Now Bjarki Reynisson driving the animal. 230 for length, 40 penalty points, 190 total. But not with the Super Scooper tires. Now let's look at the standings after track number 1. Skúli Kristjánsson takes the lead over Ingvar Jóhannesson and Andri Már Sveinsson. Atli Emil Ásgeirsson sitting in 4th, Finnur Abjason in 5th, and Guðlaugur Helgason in 6th. Now, track number 4. This one has 2 tricky side slopes before the final climb. This is Finnur Abjosson driving the fog. Aggressive there. Oh, but a big... well, the car gets thrown there. He had to do a left turn there before the final climb. He's probably out of bounds. Yep, that gets the flag. 220 total. Now, Andri Már Sveinsson tries a different approach, much slower. Should be able to catch for the left-hander here. Yes, he does. For the final climb, but a bit of hesitation there is going to cost him 250 for lane, 40 penalty points, 210 for the cowboy. Now, Ingvar Jóhannesson. So far so good, but does he have the traction for the final climb? Goes for it, but doesn't quite get the grip he needed. Up top, 250 for lane, 40 penalty points. Seems like a good run, and this seems to be a possible climb. Can Guðlaugur do it? No hesitation here, takes the speed in, and that's 350. 70 penalty points, so 280 total. Now, Skúli Kristjánsson, the leader. He's seen Guðlaugur do it. Oh, gets thrown to the right there, and that is a hefty hit on the back. Only 240 points for length and 40 penalty points. We might be seeing him lose the lead here. Now, the second Olsson, identical machinery to Olsen. Can Bjarnþór do the same? Yes, he can. Or what? He gets through, needs to drive 1 car length away, and that's 350 points total, 100 penalty points, so that's 250. Now Þormar Pálsson. So far, but no struggles here. 350 for length, 20 penalty points, 330 in total. Next up, Fjölnir Guðmarsson. Oh, it takes a different line there to the drivers that have gone through, and that's going to end up, well, not up top at least. 240 points for length, 80 penalty points. Next up, Guðmundur Eliasson. He should be able, with his rear wheel steering, to get a nice lineup for the final climb. You can see him activating it there. And now he goes for it. Gets a bigger run than most, and that is an easy climb to the top. 350 points, only 20 penalty points. Nicely done from Guðmundur Eliasson. Now the standings, Skúli Kristjánsson, he keeps his lead, but Ingvar Jóhannesson does get a little closer. Andri Már Sveinsson as well up to third. Guðlaugur Helgason in fourth, and Atli Amel down to fifth. Finnur Abjosson now sitting in sixth. Now the pressure is on here for the fifth track, and this is Sævar Benediktsson with a hefty roll here in the first climb. That's only going to be 80 points. That car might have taken a bit of a hit. Now Andri Már Sveinsson, he made it up the first climb. Needs to go back down, do a U-turn, and then set it up for a final climb, which he's doing here. Full throttle for the final climb. Nicely done there. Needs to go all the way though. You can see the gate there up top. And there he does it. 350 for length, 100 penalty points, so that's 250 total. Now Guðlaugur Sindri. Easily up the first climb. Needs to get the car turned here. Up in the fauna. And going back down. And then the U-turn. Guðlaugur Sindri and Olsen been pretty strong here in Egilsstadir, their home turf. Setting up for the final climb. Struggling with traction, but gets going. Nicely done there. Needs to go all the way. Can be tough. Can't get stuck up there, but he does not. 350 for length, 60 penalty points, 290 points for Guðlaugur Sindri. Now Skúli Kristjánsson leading, despite the driving so far not having been as clinical as Skúli usually shows. But a good run here. Should see him extend his run, but he's already picked up quite a batch of penalty points, and that's more. Now the final climb gets the speed. Easy does it there, but he does not do the final gate nicely. That's going to be 80 penalty points, so 270 points only for Skúli. Now Atli Emil Ásgeirsson. Is he here up through the first part? Gets it turned, back down. Wants to make sure that he sets up nicely here without getting penalty points. That's a penalty point, for sure. Final climb, a bit late on the throttle. Does not take a lot of speed, but he has the traction so far. Easy does it, and that's a nice drive by Atli Emil. 350 full length, 60 penalty points, 290 total. Now it's Fjölnir Guðmundsson. Penalty points there. Takes a very, very tight route here to go back down, but seems to get away with it. Yeah, don't think it takes any penalty points there. He's rolled 2 times so far, but that's him missing the gate. Needs to reverse. It's going to be hefty. That's 40 penalty points. And then he takes the gate as well. And now for the climb. And that is the 3rd roll of the day for Fjölnir Guðmundsson. 3 rolls and 5 tracks. That's a pretty good effort. Now Grímur Helgason. He also likes to roll. Almost stuck there on the first gate, but gets through. Push, bit of smoke there from Brjála. Gets thrown up pretty far to the right there. Will he make the final gate? Well, according to the judges, he does not. Only 240 points for length. Now for Þormar Pálsson. Nicely done. No penalty points so far. Back down here. No penalty points there. Should be penalty point free so far. I don't think we've seen a 350 run today. All the way, a small tap there at the end. 20 penalty points, that's 330 total, and I believe that might be the highest score we've seen anybody score from a track today. Now Páll Skjóldal Jónsson. Ooh, gets thrown up badly there. And that's the car on its side. Páll Skjóldal needs to back out of it. Only 90 points for the shoot. Now Skúli, he's got 270 points here. Well, needs to go all the way and get less than 80 penalty points to close the gap, and there are no penalties so far. No penalties so far. Will he make it through the final gate? Yes, he does. Taps the final marker. 10 penalty points, 340, and that might be Ingvar taking the lead. Yes, he does. Ingvar Jónsson leads Skúli Kristjánsson, and Þormar Pálsson sitting in 3rd. Guðlaugur S. Helgason in 4th. Andri Már Sveinsson 5th, and Geir Evert Grímsson in 6th. Now for the final track of the day. This is Andri Már Sveinsson. It's the same recipe. There's a climb, back down, a U-turn, and a final climb. Andri Már easily here through the first climbs. Now back down he goes. And with a U-turn. Final gate. Big jump. Doesn't quite make it, but managed to get out of it without a roll. 230 for length, 60 penalty points, 170 points for Andri. Now Atli Emil. Takes us a marker there. He's just not getting all the power. What's going on with the Raptor? Looking for some traction. Seems to have the power fully back though. Doesn't make it through the gate. That's the Raptor just stuck. That's only going to be 90 points for length and 30 penalty points. And then he reverses and rolls it. I don't know if he'll get penalty points for the reversal though, because he didn't go any further up. But that's an odd track from such a veteran and strong driver as Atli Emil. Now Fjölnir Guðmundsson. 3 rows and 5 cracks. Will he make it 4 and 6? Nicely here through the first climb. Oh, so close to rolling it there. But gets it pushed. And now for the final jump. Goes for it. Nicely done. Nicely done by Fjölnir here. And through the final gate. That's 350 for length. But a hefty penalty point 5 of 160 point. Now Guðlaugur Sindri Helgason. Team Olsen. And the final push here. But doesn't quite make it. 230 points total. No penalty points. So a decent point total for Guðlaugur. Next up, Skúli Kristjánsson. If he goes all the way without penalties, he might be setting up for a win here. This is the final gate. He misses it. He misses the final gate. He goes to the left. And this means that Ingvar only needs 200 points to be victorious in Egilsstadir. Bjartur Eliasson next up for the track. After the first gate. Doesn't miss the second one. 350 for length, 70 penalty points, 280 total. Now Þór Þormar next up. He can actually take the lead here. He could hop above Skúli. Goes through, didn't get the gate, but that's a roll. Strategy for Þór Þormar, 240 for length, 60 penalty points, so only 180 points total. He's pissed off about it. Now Páll Skjóldal. That's a flying sheep right there. Through the final gate, 350 for length, 60 penalty points, 290 total for Páll Skjóldal. Now Geir Evert. Needs to reverse here. A bad day so far for the championship contender. He's no longer in contention. He finishes 8th in Egilsstadir and managed to go all the way here in the final track. But Geir Evert no longer in championship contention. Now this is Ingvar Jóhannesson. He only needs 200 points to secure his first win. He has no penalties so far, so he only needs to put his car up towards the final gate. And he does. 230 for length. That is Ingvar Jóhannesson. He's been competing since 2019. There's a few podiums, but he's never been victorious before, but he does so here in Egilsstadir. Ingvar Jóhannesson wins, Skúli Kristjánsson second, and Guðlaugur Helgason sits third. Þór Þormar Pálsson not on the podium, and Bjartur Eliasson in 5th, Andri Már Sveinsson in 6th. Now this means that Skúli only needs to finish 8th in the final round of the championship to be crowned champion, but Ingvar Jóhannesson still has a mathematical chance of winning. Nobody else does. A fantastic victory for Ingvar here in Egilsstadir. Skúli closer to another championship, and we wrap it up here from Egilsstadir. Thanks for watching. Formula Offroad as always.